As the European Union grapples with its internal fractures and the looming threat from Russia, top officials confirmed on January 28, 2025, that they will fast-track Ukraine's accession to the EU. This desperate push comes at a critical moment. Ukraine is not just fighting for its survival, but for its place in the global order. The stakes couldn't be higher, with Kyiv striving to secure its future within both the EU and NATO. The EU's plan to open 2 negotiating clusters with Ukraine by mid-2025 is nothing short of a gamble. This is a high-stakes race, and any delays could cost Ukraine its chance. After the formal start of Ukraine's EU accession process in June 2024, the EU's commitment to fast-tracking Ukraine's membership is a sign of both solidarity and urgency, but there are powerful forces that could derail it. Ukraine, along with Moldova, is setting the stage for the EU's largest expansion in over 20 years. These negotiations are more than just about membership. They are about survival. The clusters will focus on critical areas such as the rule of law, economic integration, and democratic reforms. But the question remains, can the EU unite on this? The EU's top diplomat, Kaja Kallas, didn't mince words. She stressed the urgency of expanding the Union, particularly in the face of Russia's relentless aggression. The EU needs to expand and gain new members, Kallas warned, her voice echoing the fears of an unstable future. We must increase the pressure on Russia to stop this war, she declared, leaving little doubt about the EU's resolve.
Ukraine is our priority. That is very clear, and we have to support Ukraine in the really immediate term, but also look into the future. And therefore, the enlargement process is extremely important because it gives hope to the people of Ukraine as well. And therefore, of course, we can talk about clusters, we can talk about chapters, but for people, it means that there will be a better future for Ukraine when the Ukraine is built up after the war. Of course, right now the war is going on, so we need to also increase the pressure on Russia to stop this war.
Accelerated Ukrainian candidacy. Why?
EU Enlargement Commissioner Marta Kos, with the weight of history on her shoulders, made it clear that time is of the essence. From a technical standpoint, we can open 2 clusters for Ukraine in the first half of the year, she said, but this isn't a guarantee. The internal procedures could stall the process, and without the full backing of EU member states, Ukraine's hopes could slip through their fingers.
So from the technical point of view, we can be ready to open 2 clusters for Ukraine in the first half of the year. But we have to go through the procedure in the Council, and this will be very important. Many member states or representatives of the member states during the breakfast affirmed that they will support this. It's hard work. We are doing enlargement not to please Ukraine. We are doing enlargement because it is good for the European Union. And we have to do it right in the sense that the European Union with the new members will be not just bigger, but stronger and capable to cope with the changed geopolitics outside the world.
The urgency is compounded by Ukraine's looming peace talks with Russia. Deputy Prime Minister Olha Stefanishina argued that Ukraine's EU membership is not just a diplomatic move, but a strategic necessity, a way to strengthen their position at the negotiating table with Russia. But securing membership won't be easy. The process is labyrinthine, involving 6 clusters and 35 chapters, each one fraught with challenges. But while Ukraine has been given the green light, the road ahead is a minefield. Internal EU divisions remain the biggest threat. It's not possible without the participation of member states, Kos warned. With Hungary's staunch opposition hanging over the process, the question remains, can the EU hold together long enough to deliver Ukraine's membership? The rift is growing deeper. Slovakia stands firmly with Ukraine, but Hungary's rejection of Ukraine's EU membership is a powerful obstacle. Prime Minister Viktor Orbán didn't hold back, claiming that Ukraine's accession would devastate Hungary's economy by redirecting critical EU funds. We will not accept Ukraine's membership if it harms us, Orbán stated bluntly, leaving the EU's unity in question. Let this process take decades, he added, echoing the fears of those who see this as an existential crisis for the EU.
We give respect, but we expect the same respect in return. And if we raise a serious issue, they should be available to discuss it, as is customary in Europe. But I would like to emphasize that no matter what Brussels says about Ukraine's future membership in the European Union, Ukraine's EU membership requires unanimous approval. Slovakia will decide on this, and Hungary will also decide. And even if Kiev thinks it has favorable conditions with the current leadership in Brussels, we are the members in Brussels. They are the applicants. The position should not be confused. They cannot behave as if the world plays to the tune of Bratislava and Budapest, as they see fit.
The EU's internal battle over Ukraine's membership is reaching a boiling point. On one side, EU leaders are determined to integrate Ukraine, an essential move in the face of Russian aggression. On the other, countries like Hungary threaten to derail the entire process. This clash of wills could define the future of both Ukraine and the EU itself. The pressure is mounting, and the outcome remains uncertain.